Welcome to today's session. We are going to look into at DALBHARAT. That's called DALBHARAT, a cement company. So if you see the structure of the quarterly chart, it is bullish. For one quarter, we have a sideways movement, but price is not coming down. And for the new quarter, it is showing some green. So which is trying to go up. Now coming to the monthly chart of it, if we see that trend is again up, and there are very small red candles which are indicating strong buying pressure. We could also see in the month of August there was attempt to push the price down, but it failed and created a hammer. And subsequent to that, we see there are price coming down. And from past 2 months, uh, excluding the current month, only 1 month, we see there is a consolidation going on. So which is forming as a doji type of candle. Now coming to the weekly chart of it, we can see that it formed, it tried to break out of the area, but again came back, again tried to go up. It formed kind of a double top kind of a structure, and we have the price coming down to this level. And again, price tried to push up to this portion, which is more of a supply zone, and then again tried to come down. Currently, if you see, if you go to the monthly chart, you will see this is one of the pattern where it is rally base drop, and if you mark this zone here, so it will be something like this candle body and the lower base of it, and we see the price is halting here. So that means that there are some orders which are already here, which is not allowing the price to go down. Now coming to the weekly part, the price has been in consolidation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. This is a current week, so we cannot consider that. So 6 weeks is a long period of time where price is consolidating. Ideally, anything greater than 3 weeks, we should be a bit careful in terms of the upward break or downward break. So here the consolidation is evidencing that there could be a price movement. Considering it is at a monthly zone, I am expecting price to break up rather than break down. And what we can see is that the candles are also green. So whenever there was an attempt to break the price downwards, it again found some buyer, which pushed the price up. So if you see now this candle, which is the current week running, and the previous week, you see the closings are happening at a top part, which is on a higher side. So it is also indicating that there are more buying pressure in terms of and the overall structure of the price action in the pattern which are formed by the price action. Now, considering this fact, we are bullish, and if you can see that trend is also up, it is just a consolidation which is going on, but price is not able to break below this area. So what we are going to do is that we are going to look for long opportunity. Now, this is the daily chart. So in traditionally, what we can see, it is kind of a head and shoulder pattern. So if the price is able to break below this, then it could be a good move to the extent of 1069. However, as we are bullish, considering it is in the monthly zone and it is trying to attempting to break out towards the upside, we'll be looking for a long opportunity. Now, if I need to draw a trend line, I will be drawing a trend line from here, and we can see how the structure is forming. Now, if you see, there are attempts. This is one of the attempt. This was one of the second attempt where the price was trying to break this trend line. So usually trend line acts as a dynamic support and resistance. So if I need to see from the structure point of view, this is one of the touch point, and this is another touch point. This is kind of a third touch point, and this was a failed attempt. So price was, if you imagine this candle, price opened up here, tried to go up, and then came down and closed bearish candle. So there was a failed attempt which was with a gap. So previous close was here, and the subsequent open was here. So you see there was a momentum where the moment where the price was trying to push, but it was not able to do that. What could have been the reason? The reason was this area, which was acting as a drop base drop kind of a structure. So this area is preventing the price to go up. Now, considering this area, which is already impacted in terms of the price getting pushed downwards, what we can also see is that after this area, we don't have any other area apart from the this portion, which is somewhere between 1242. This is something which what we can expect another pushback area where the price is able to push the price further down and change the momentum of it. After the price is able to break this area, which is 2198, we don't see any significant area apart from this portion, which should be somewhere between 2474 area. So there is a lot of leg room for price to go up, which can push the price significantly up in case it is able to break out of this area. So our first target will be somewhere here, and the second target will be somewhere in this area. But however, if you see in this entire portion, you will have smaller supply zones which are going to impact the price. It will not be a clean move directly to the upside. It is never in the share market where you can see a ballistic move significantly up unless there is a specific news coming around it. Now, considering this setup is not so great in terms of we still see price actions forming, and the zone is like you'll say the resistance zone here and the support zone here is working in tandem, and they're trying to fight with each other. So we need to have additional confirmation. So we are going to look for the RSI. What is the RSI saying about it? Now I have implemented the plotted the RSI here. So if I look into this RSI as a structure point of view, I can see this portion which is on 6th of December and and 20th of December. So these two are the recent lows apart from this portion. So if I need to plot a line here for the directional move of it, and if I start with the 29th of November, what we can see here is that the lows were coming down. So this was one low, which was at 1801. The second low was at 1784. The third low was at 1756. And the fourth low is also similar, 1764. So what is happening here is that price is trying to come down, and it was able to do so. But after this area, what happened in 27th of December, the low is getting higher. So previous low was 1764. Now the second low, which is the nearest low, is 1796. The next low, which I could consider this one, is around 1860. So if you see, the lows are getting higher, as well as highs are also shrinking. So it is kind of a price squeeze. So when this price squeeze happens, usually price try to break out or break down, depending on how the market sentiment works. Now, why RSI we have plotted here is that we want to identify if we have any divergence. So if you see, if you plot the RSI line here, or we plot a line for the RSI lows, here my RSI and the price are not in sync. So if I see in this portion, while I had a lower value in the low, RSI was low. When I had a further low, RSI was also coming down. But in the third way, if you see, my RSI is different. My RSI's value is changing here. It is 37.14 and it was 32.85. So what RSI is telling me is that price is trying to go down, but RSI is trying to move up. So whenever this happens, this is called as a positive divergence, where price is making new lows, but RSI is making new highs. Now, if I zoom out a bit and if I see the structure and if I draw another line from RSI, what we can see here is that If this was one of the peak, this was another peak, and this is the where the failed attempt happened. This is the portion. RSI was not able to break it. But however, the trend line what is drawn on RSI has already given a breakout here. However, the price, if you see, it is still below this level. So this is a high indication that there could be more consolidation going up, or it could also be happening is that the price is going to break out of this area. So what we can plan here is that we can plan two type of trade here. So one of the trade what I'll be looking here is that if the price is able to break this high, or let's say 1930 level, or I'll put it as somewhere between let's say 1930 or 32. It does not matter actually, it is just 1 or 2 rupees. So if his price is able to break this level, and I can have a stop loss somewhere here which will be the low of this green candle. I can easily target for an area which is here where I know the price could get halted. So it is going to give me approx 3:1 risk reward ratio. Now in case if it does not happen, then what are the alternatives I have? So in case it does not take place, the breakout does not take place, I could still plan another trade which will be towards the down area. So we can take the support of this trend line which is downward sloping, and we can plan an entry somewhere in this portion which should be around 1806 level. However, my target will remain the same because it is going to the price, if it is able to hit this area, I'm expecting it to go up. So once it go up, it is going to breach all this level and it is going to reach to our targeted area. So this is one of the area what you can look for. So my first expectation will be that around 1930 price, if it is able to break out, then it will be a good opportunity for us to go long. So this is one of the trade what you can plan. Now considering the structure, let us understand how it is actually happening. So this is a fresh area which is certainly going to hold the price here. This is one of the consolidation area which got broken by this bottom part. So this area is already consumed. We don't have anything pending here. If you see, there is a slightly a structure there which is not very strong. It is a drop, base and drop. This is the area where price reacted from. So this area is also consumed. So from here till here, I do not have anything pending. Like I do not have significant orders pending here. However, in this area, it is still a fresh area which was able to push the price down. It is not a so great area, but considering it has area of impact, which is more of a supply zone based on the previous reaction area, it will try to stop the price here. So that is one of the fact. The second thing is that if you see somewhere these two candles, one is the hammer, another is the base candle. There's some kind of a double bottom kind of a structure which is getting formed here. So this conclusion, what we can conclude here is that based on the structure where the price is trying to attempt to go up, but failing to do that. So whenever you see a uh, dragonfly kind of a doji, so what happens is that the price tried to come down to this level. Again, they found buyer and it went up. And if you see, this is the area which is supporting this purchase here, buying here. And again, wherever the buying, whatever the minimal buying was there, again this buying is supporting this portion which is trying to push the price up. So somewhere we can infer that the respective buyers are getting a hold to it, while we see the size of the candle which is from the seller side are quite big, and candles which are in green from the buyer's candles are quite small. But considering we have a RSI support now, this could be one viable trade which could give a breakout towards the upside. And in case it does not, we do have a stop loss. So we are happy to take the stop loss and plan a subsequent trade. So this is the analysis for DALBHARAT. In case you have any thought around this analysis or you have a different opinion about it, do let me know in your comment. Thank you.